Hello! I'm back after a rough week in Nova Scotia. Actually, it was an excellent trip. If you don't know, I went over there for Armour Corps reunion, a bunch of old Army guys. And I spent the first 2 nights in Halifax with my good buddy John Bernard from BC. And it was 42, I think, was the count for the reunion up in Middleton, which is in Nova Scotia. And I've seen people there I haven't seen in 20 years. There's one guy I haven't seen in 30 years, I'm sure. So a good time was had all around. With my Blackadder's hat here. Anyway, it should be better. I hope to get more and more next year. Okay, so it's Wednesday. It's the 15th. And it's about 10 to 2 here in eastern Prince Edward Island, where I come from. Where I live too. Anyway, the wine we got for today is an Australian wine, red wine, 19 Crimes. I'll show you this first. I'll read what it says on top here. It says, each declared by His Majesty to be punishable on conviction by transportation, essay, majest, declare, oh, that's in French. 19 crimes, each declared by His Majesty to be punishable on conviction by transportation. By transportation to South America, maybe? I don't know. It's a Shiraz Durif, 2012. It's got some directions in the back. I got my new, I bought in Nova Scotia, NSLC, Nova Scotia Liquor Commission, I guess. I actually can't find my my other corkscrew. Maybe I gave it away. Maybe I didn't. Maybe it's at Keith somewhere. I'll have to ask him. So, this one's got a neat thing. You slide it open like that. And then you just put it on top and squeeze. Turn around. And there's the top off. See, that worked pretty good. That worked really good, actually. I like that. Okay, so insert tab B in the slot A. Oh, phone's ringing. It's probably nobody. I guess there's no reason to have. That's my new boombox there, whatever they call them nowadays. I guess there's no reason to have it on because it's only on CBC radio. Okay, let's see if this works. Maybe into some more. Bloop. There, worked pretty good. I don't think it's a real cork. Not too many people have real corks. There. Holy smoke, smells like chocolate. Does it smell like chocolate? I don't know if you could. How slowly he takes it. Aha! This doesn't smell like chocolate. But it still smells like chocolate, yeah? Actually, I should have done what my buddy, another good buddy, Pete Richter, he said he lets it breathe for a while, but like I have time for such shenanigans, eh? So, there we go. Ooh, it's very dark. Very dark, eh, Ben? You don't like wine, do you? Chocolatey and spice. And an itchy nose because I'm pushing mustache hairs up my nose. I know you wanted to hear that. Yeah. Definitely more chocolate. very dry. Smooth finish. Some kind of spice. Ginger, maybe? Cinnamon? Let's see how far I'm off. 19 crimes turned criminals into colonists. Upon conviction, British rogues guilty of those crimes were sentenced to Australia rather than death. There you go. This punishment by transportation began in 1788, and many of the lawless died at sea. The rough-hewn prisoners who reached Australia lived in servitude under the lash. Pioneers in a frontier penal colony, they forged a new country and new lives, brick by brick. This 2012 Shiraz Drift celebrates the rules they broke and the culture they built. Okay, so it doesn't say anything about notes of this and notes of that, but that's what it means. 19 crimes, each declared by His Majesty to be punishable, conviction to transportation. So there was 19 crimes in England, and if you got punished for it, like this handsome lad there, they sent you to Australia instead of kill you. That kind of sounds like a bit of okay, except if you died in the way there, and then you were in a penal colony and you lived by the lash LaRue. Rather good wine. I like Shiraz. What do we got here? First of all, from Keith Bruto, I got my camera charger back and my spare battery. And that's the only charger and spare battery I have. And unless you buy them from China, then they're very expensive. So thank you very much, Keith. He mailed them Monday and he got it here already. This is coming from Australia. That's why I drank Australian wine, eh, Ben? Australia. Did a lot of work on the old lawnmower yesterday. Finally got it fixed. All I had to do was replace the steering rod, which is basically one bolt. And it took me many moons to do that. There was two bushings, and I thought one goes on top, one goes on the bottom. And lo and behold, they both go on the bottom of the screw there. Anyway, and then the right propeller or blade wasn't cutting, and I think it was just because the bearing shaft was dry and it wasn't greased and wasn't spinning very well, or at all. So I had to take all that apart. So now I found out how to take those things apart. So it wasn't a total loss of a day. Well, this is pretty neat. What I got here is a Strathcona badge. And it's Lord Strathcona horse, the Western Armoured, the tankers out there. And it's got a king crown on it. I seen it on eBay and I thought it was a pretty good price for it. And I thought I'd keep it. And then if somebody out there wants it, I could in turn sell it or just give it away. But nowadays, well, since Queen Elizabeth took over in 52 or something like that, it's a different crown on top of all the army units. This is a king's crown, the other one is more, this one's kind of flat and the other one's more rounded. Anyway, and two postcards. Public Transport Week. There you go, $9 Australian. Australian dollars, I believe, are almost the same as ours. There's a lot of similarities between Australia and Canada, too. I'll keep that for later, though. No, well, that one. Oh, this says jewelry from China. Oh, China. So let's see what this is. Is it a wolf necklace? I don't know if that looks like a wolf or a bear. Kind of neat. Like I say, it was only $2 or $3, so add to my collection of wolves. Nope, let's go this one first. This is another one from Australia, I think. Oh, England. Oh, these are the 4 coins. Hopefully I'll show them. Right there. And what they are is the Atlantic Provinces coins from around, there's some 1800s, late 1800s. There's New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, Newfoundland. They're all wrapped up in here, so I won't take time to open those. Last but not least, all the way from Estonia. Silver coins, bullion and collectibles. Bullion! Oh, I tell you, it's true. What we got here is a little brown thing. It's a Canadian 2015 3/4 ounce silver $2 coin. But, and I may have this coin already, but this one is covered with gold highlights. And it's also covered with something, they cover it with something first, and then they highlight all the things in gold. So, it's quite different from the Royal Canadian Mints one. And I think they only made 300 of these or something like that. So, 2 Wolfengs today, Ben. Yay! That is attractive. Certificate of authenticity. This is number 5 of 300. There you go. Gold gilded and ruthenium plated. Canadian Grey Wolf coin. Guess I'll have to put that in there. Very nice, very nice. It's a beautiful day here. So that's it for today. Fairly mellow out. I'm still drinking a lot of Gatorades since I got home on Sunday night. Not sleeping very well either. And I had that stomach upset. Last night I was up 3 times from sleep. Anyway, hopefully that'll go by the wayside. So the wine today was 19 Crimes. It's a 2012 Shiraz Durif from Victoria, Australia. And again, the 19 crimes were crimes in England, and if you got convicted of them, instead of killing you, they'd send you to Australia. Sounds like a good thing. And that's about it for now. Hello, Australia. Speaking of Australian wine and Australian things, Frank Harding, what conviction did you get convicted of? Anyway, I'll see you in a couple days. Have a good rest of your week. I know with the weather down here is pretty good. And so I'm going to take advantage of it. With me and Ben, we might go to the beach later on. Unless we drink too much. Cheers. Here's Chris. Out. Thanks for dropping by.